Hey guys, here's how to flip anything in any niche. And I've covered this topic before, but I want to cover it again. Excuse this little blur in the top. I just broke my screen running and training and all that good stuff. Listen, there's going to be a lot of competition in a lot of niches depending on how big your city is. The bigger your city, the more competition you're going to have. This can frustrate people into not doing what it takes to get the flipping done. What you realize when you're in the game long enough, you can find those deals regularly, probably no matter what city you're in. Now, in order to sidestep some of that competition, you've got to take a peek at other niches. A lot of expensive stuff gets sold locally for very cheap prices because the market locally, for whatever reason, isn't that robust. But when you go to like weights, when you go to phones, there's going to be a ton of competition from people like me and others who are buying and selling this stuff because they know that it's hot. Okay. Some of the items that work really well is like small medical equipment, small appliances. These are some of the things that people aren't really looking to resell. People want to purchase them and they want a good deal. But when you're a buyer and you're aggressive and you're willing to put down instant deposits to someone that looks trustworthy, $20, $25, I do it all the time. You find a Vitamix or something to that effect for $125, or you find a cappuccino espresso maker from Breville that's $700 and you find that for $250. You look on eBay and you see that it sells for $500 all day long used. You've got a deal. Oxygen concentrators, those do not sell ever locally, and they run like $1,400 new. Nobody buys them, at least where I'm at. I found a guy who had one listed for at least a month. He wanted $140. I offered him $100. He said, deal, no problem. I sold that dang thing for $700 on eBay. It's called the Oxygen Concentrator by Everflow. The model was an Everflow Q, to be specific. I know nothing about these things, but I had the guy turn it on and it seemed like it worked. It seemed like a good risk for $100. So you take a little bit of time, look for stuff that looks expensive in niches that you're normally not flipping in. You can tell, for example, a Lamborghini is a good deal if it's for $10,000, right? So take that same concept and look for stuff that just looks expensive. And you'll get an eye for that as you go along as to how to find these things. And sure enough, you'll find a new niche out there. One thing I just flipped was a Peloton. And I got the Peloton for $17.50. It had some extras. It had the mat and the shoes and the heart rate monitor. I think that's extras. Anyway, Peloton's $26.25, I think brand new, plus tax, plus shipping, and plus the extras. $17.50 boils down to probably about a half price deal. That doesn't mean it's a good deal in itself, but I've seen them listed for $2,000 to $2,200, and I can tell that they sell fast because the next day they're not there. So, what was I going to say? So you find it for $17.50 like I did. You go and you buy that damn thing immediately. You do not mess around. You want to make sure it works. You do not want to negotiate on that. Give them the $17.50. You put down a deposit as quick as possible. If the guy looks trustworthy, you go for it. You get that $17.50 Peloton. You relist it for $22.50, and you just sit on it for a minute and see. With mine, I sat on it for about an hour. I got an offer for $2,000. I said, look, I'd like to see some offers come in. I have other people messaging me about it. Wink. She goes, no, I want it. I don't want to wait 9 weeks for them. They're taking forever to come in. I said, okay, let's go. She came and picked it up the next day. $500 profit, maybe. So anyway, these are tips for flipping in any niche and flipping in other niches besides the more competitive ones.